Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Layla, and for today's video, I want to go over my money goals before the age of 30. If you're watching this on the Sunday that I uploaded it, which would be, I believe, July 10th, then my birthday is tomorrow. So my birthday is July 11th, and for this year, I am turning 29. So that means I have one more year until I turn 30. I remember that, about a decade ago, I had very big goals for myself and basically things that you kind of just throw out there when you're 20 years old, like you want to be a millionaire by 30, and that's definitely possible for a lot of people, but that has just not been my path. But over the last, 10 years that I've been more into my finances, it's been less than that, but since I've been an actual adult, I have set quite a few goals for myself. And I would say that the financial category has always been one of the bigger things in my life. So I want to share with you the 4 goals that I have by the time I hit 30. So I have 1 year to achieve these, and I am going to work toward them as best as I can. So goal number 1 is to be debt-free. 100% debt-free. And this has been a goal of mine for so long. I honestly wanted to be debt-free by the time I was younger, like 28 or so, and that just did not happen. But I am close, and I think it's a good goal to be debt-free by 30. I've heard a lot of podcasts and other videos about saying, where you should be at by the time you enter your 30s. And obviously there's no set rule. Everybody's life is different. So definitely don't feel the pressure if you don't fall under any of these goals that I'm setting or anything that you ever hear. But I've often heard, it's a good goal to be debt-free by 30. And that's just something I have wanted for myself for a very long time, ever since I've had this debt basically, and was realizing what it actually was. I've known that I want to get rid of it, and yes, I could make more money by investing the money that I have for my student loans or investing in other things, but debt is a thing in my life that I just don't want there anymore. And I'm okay with a mortgage eventually, but that's not going to be for some time, and that's a different type of debt in my opinion, where it's like, it's not the best thing, but definitely something that I'm okay with having a mortgage in my 30s. But definitely don't want any of my student loans anymore. That's all I have left. So I will be credit card debt free and car debt free, all the good things. But I want to, get down to $0 of debt. Goal number 2 is to reach $12,000 saved in my emergency fund. So as of right now, I have $6,000, and obviously an emergency fund is exactly what it's for. It's for emergencies. So if something comes up, I may have to use it. I'm really hoping that nothing comes up where I do have to use it, but that's the whole point of it. But at the end of the day, that is the whole point of it. But I think that by the time I hit 30, so in another year, I should be able to save another $6K. So that could get me to about $12,000 in my emergency fund. At some point, I would like this to be even higher. I actually had set a goal before of, I think I wanted more than that by the age of 30, or by the end of 2023, I wanted more than this, but I made this decision after I made the decision to stop putting money to my emergency fund for the rest of the year because of, I'd rather put that toward my debt right now. And I think that once I'm debt free, or maybe after this year, I can, if I'm increasing my income or whatever the case may be, I can put more toward my emergency fund and start growing it then. It's not a huge deal, honestly, because $6K is still a pretty decent amount, but I'm going to aim to double that over the next year. Goal number 3 is to start saving for a house. So there's no actual number here. I just would like to start. I don't have any savings set up yet for a new house. I have tons of sinking funds, but it's for other things. And then obviously my student loans, I still have been investing and all of that, but I would like to start saving to actually purchase a house. Now, I'm not expecting to purchase a house anytime soon, especially in this market, but maybe in like 6 years or something. I think I had said 2026 or something along those lines, but yeah, I don't know. It just depends on my situation, because I'm not so hung up on purchasing my own home. I would like to live in a home, but I have been in my relationship for quite some time now, and he will probably purchase a home before I do. And unless we're married, we would not, you know, my name and his name would not be on this house together, on the loan together. Y'all know I will never co-sign on something again unless like it's necessary and it's with somebody that I am married to, because I made that mistake in the past. Yeah, if that's the case, if he ends up purchasing a home before I do, which I do think that's what's going to happen, then I would move in with him and pay him for the mortgage, like as if I'm renting from him. But, you know, no like legal stuff behind it, just like here's a few $100 to cover the mortgage and the bills, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I think once that happens, I will be able to start saving more money, and I have no clue when that will be, so I would like to start saving before then or up until then, whenever that happens. So even if it's like $100 before 30, I will count that. So as long as I start a sinking fund for saving for a house, and this will be at some point in 2023. And then my final goal before 30 is to reach a net worth of $50,000 or more. I know it can be silly to set net worth goals because the market is completely unpredictable, especially these days. And I had set some goals for this year of where I want my net worth to be, and it's not hitting that because my investments are way down low and we just have to wait for them to recover. So I know it's kind of silly to make this goal, but I think that, I could at least have a solid amount invested within the next year. I can have a solid amount in my savings. If I'm debt free, that takes away the $36,000 in liabilities that I have. So I think between all of that, I would be able to get over the 50K mark, and that's a big goal of mine. It would be even better if it was closer to 100, because that's like the big number, but I'm happy with 50K. So I really got to work on that. And obviously the best way to do that is saving, investing, paying down debt, and that is exactly what I'm trying to do. And increasing my income, of course. Those are the only ones I have written down. Now, there's other things that I definitely want to work toward. Like at some point in 2023, I would like to maybe get a new job, or at least get a career where I'm making 6 figures. That would be great, because I've always wanted that, and I feel so far away from it, but I know it's possible, especially now that I'm in this new career field. So that's definitely something I'm going to continue working toward. I don't know if that will be before 30 or within the same year, but that would be very, very exciting. Obviously, I'll keep you updated here, and that would be so helpful for all of these goals. But even if it's not before 30, that's okay too. At some point, I want to be able to max out my 401k, because this is the first, I've only had my 401k ever in my life for the last 4 months. So I, at some point, would like to max it out. This would have to be after I'm debt free, or that's, what I would prefer to do after I'm debt free. Max out my 401k. Obviously, I need to be making more income, so that could be before 30 or at some point in 2023 maybe, but I'm not gonna put too much pressure on myself with those extra goals, so I just wrote down these 4. But yeah, I am pretty excited for this final year of my 20s. I do feel like it's going to be a good one. I'm honestly pretty excited to turn 30 and to go into my 30s. I think birthdays are awesome. I think aging is a great thing, and I am very grateful to still be here and be able to even set these goals. So I'm looking forward to all of it. Some of it is difficult. I know that this journey is not easy, I can say that already, but I am looking forward to hitting some of these goals, even if it's after 30. But thank you all so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up for my birthday, subscribe for my birthday, and I will see you in my next video.